Hi, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate. Today we're trying dishes that we've never eaten before. We're going to be sampling some food from East Malaysia, or the Malaysian part of Borneo, from Sarawak. We are so excited. We're starving, let's eat.
Often in Malaysia there's these cool little food court areas, like little hawker centres. So today we're at one of those, and we're going to a specific store though to find the dishes we want. But remember, down below in the description, always the details of where we're eating, so you too can try these places.
Mee Kolok. We've come to Dayang Sarawak corner, which is an eatery in the food centre like Thomas just mentioned, and this is a place that a lot of our subscribers told us to visit. We've ordered the trifecta, so we've got Mee Jawa, Mee Kolok and Laksa Sarawak, which none of those dishes we have tried yet, and the auntie just brought them over and they look mouth-watering. But before we get into the noodle dishes, we've got this amazing looking drink. We ordered the 3-layer gula apong. So like how Malacca is famous for its gula Malacca, which is a sugar made from the coconut palm, Sarawak is famous for its gula apong, which is sugar made from the nipah palm. So this 3-layer te is made up of the gula apong, which is the sugar syrup, tea and milk. I'm going to give it a big old mix and try it. It looks so refreshing because it's super hot today. Wow, that gula apong is really caramelly tasting. It's very sweet, and with that strong milky tea, that makes for a addictive drink. I'm going to get into this Laksa Sarawak, and holy moly, it looks so good. I can see shredded chicken, there's some prawns, there's bean sprouts, there's rice noodles, and there's some coriander as well as some strips of omelette. I'm going to add a bit of this sambal and then squeeze some of that lime on there. Wow, 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 I can't wait to get in. It looks like the broth is like a coconut based broth. It's a little bit milky. I'm just going to give it a big old mix up. Keep in mind that this has sort of been sitting around for a few minutes, and so the soup has been soaked up by all the noodles, but when it first arrived there was quite a bit of soup. Let's get in. Oh, ho, ho. Wow, those rice noodles have really just soaked up all that coconut flavour. It's similar to a curry laksa, but a lot more subtle. So I feel like it might have the same sort of spices, but it's not as punchy as a curry laksa. It's really subtle and really beautiful. The shredded chicken is so tender, and it's really good with that sambal. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more and give it a little bit more of a kick. I'm going to go for a bit of that omelette and some of that chicken now. Wow. I can see why this is so popular. It is just such an incredible laksa. We have not tried many laksa here in Malaysia. We've only had Nyonya laksa, Assam laksa, and then now this. And this has just got me so excited to try all the different varieties that exist in Malaysia. Wow.
I'm going to try this Mee Kolok, which looks really plain. I'm sure it doesn't taste plain, but it looks it. So we've never had this dish and really don't know what it is. But as a breakdown, it's got some pretty dry looking beef on top. It has a wheat noodle, which looks kind of like a ramen cup, instant noodle style noodle. They're very dry, there's no soup in the dish at all. There's some greens, some sprouts, and some fried garlic, I think it is. But it's come with this soup also. So quite a thin broth style soup. And the idea is that we add that soup to the dish. I'm just going to add some soup to my mouth first just to see what it is. Wow, that's really peppery. So peppery. So that's a beef base to that, and it's very, very peppery. That tastes just like these black pepper buns that we had when we were in Taiwan eating at the street markets. Actually, we've got videos from all around the world, lots and lots from Malaysia, and lots to come from Malaysia. But if you're enjoying our videos, make sure you hit subscribe, because there's plenty of content to come up on our channel. So let's add some of this beautiful peppery soup. It's like water thin, it's very thin. So we'll pour that all over these noodles, give them a bit of a mix up. I've only put a couple of spoons of soup on there, so it's still quite dry. Oh, it's quite difficult to eat, very slippery. Wow. Okay, so it just tastes like that peppery soup. It's not a huge burst of flavour. Those fried garlic bits are very strong. The beef, the beef tastes like roast beef. That's beautiful. I'm going to put more soup on there because it really needs it. But I think it needs some chili or something as well to really like bring it up a notch. So over here there's some red spice. Let's put a bit of that on there. Give it a mix in, and then I'll eat some more. Now that's working. That is so good. So it tastes like a sort of a wonton noodle soup actually. Very simple dish, but incredibly tasty.
Alright, time to try the Mee Jawa. All I know about it is that the broth is made from sweet potato, and from the looks of it, it sort of reminds me a bit of Mee Rebus. So it's got bean sprouts, some chilli, slices of beef, there's some fried shallots, there's half a boiled egg, and there's yellow noodles, and then there's that thick, creamy looking gravy. I think I might just squeeze a little bit of this lime over it and then give that gravy a go, because it looks really, really interesting. Oh, it's got a seafood flavour, so maybe prawns, or maybe there's prawn stock in that broth as well. It's really, really unusual, but super tasty, quite subtle. Now Auntie said that it was best to add some of this dark, I think it may be, quite thick soy sauce. It might be ketchup manis, so sweet soy sauce. There's also some chili in there, so I'm going to give that a bit of a splash, and then just mix it all up. I love how beautiful dishes are presented here in Malaysia. Every time a dish is put in front of you, it just looks like a visual feast, and you just can't wait to dive in every time. Wow. Adding that ketchup mayonnaise, which has got some chili in it, really ramps up that gravy. I'm going to try a bit of this beef as well. It's the same beef that was on the Mee Kolok. And I can see why Thomas says it's a bit like roast beef. Really thin, a little bit dry, but then once it's mixed in with that gravy, it's really, really good. I'm really loving the really solid, bold flavours. So spice from the chili, crunch from the shallots, that meat which is just adding that hit of protein, and then those slippery noodles. This is one great, delicious dish. Sangat sedap.
I've tried all the dishes now and they're all great, but this Mee Jawa is blowing my mind. It is so good, and we added more of that thick black soy sauce chili. The flavour just keeps growing and growing. I'm just mixing it all up and hoovering it down. It is so good. I'm so glad we're trying this food finally, because we've had so many subscribers saying, when are you coming to Sarawak? When are you coming to Sarawak? And we will be coming soon. We don't think we'll make it there till next year, maybe around March, but we will come soon. So for the rest of this year we're going to be in Peninsular Malaysia, then we've got 3 weeks in Korea. After that we come back to Peninsular Malaysia, and at that time we might get some time to go to Sarawak. Bring it on if this is anything to go by. What a lunch! That was so good. And remember, like I said at the start, details down below about where we're eating. So we always put those details down there so that you guys can try these places too. And that is totally worth trying.
It really was. Oh my gosh. What I loved about the dishes was that the flavors kept evolving. So like with that Laksa Sarawak, it started tasting less like a curry laksa towards the end, and it had more of like a almost acidic kick to the broth. It was so good. So until we can get to Sarawak, we're going to have to get our fix of Sarawakian dishes whilst we're in KL. So if you have any more recommendations, we would love to know. Pop a comment down below. We love to hear from you. We hope we inspired you to eat and explore like a traveller, not a tourist. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Jumpa lagi!
Jumpa lagi!